Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Chaos Child, and we are going to start Hanai Arimura's endings today. So I'm just going to jump right in to, just FYI, I'm going to hit the buttons the wrong whole time because I was doing something on the Switch before this, and that means I don't, the 0 button is now the go forward, and the X is now the back, and they're switched, and they're not the same as on the PlayStation. It's going to drive me bonkers. But anyway, so I'm going to let this skip. Probably don't watch this while it's skipping because it's going to fucking break my brain. It skips so fast and it hurts my eyes. So I'm going to be looking at the guides for a second. So I have 2 different guides up. One of them, straightforward, just says to get... the way it's arranged on the Steam guide is like, here's all the good endings, or like the endings for each route, technically. And then here's the list of all the bad endings. The other guide that I do have does kind of mention that, like, you don't really need to get the bad endings. They don't really add much of anything. But, you know, completionist sake, we do it. So, anyway. So in the Steam guide, it says to get to, like, Arimura's, like, ending, select all positive and additional delusions from a new game, including the ones on the route itself. This route begins after the end of Chapter 6. Now, the other one that I have, it's really confusing because I got the delusion triggers, divergence information, all this different shit that I don't understand. Okay, now hold on a second. Because I started this, I was going to record, and then I was like, fuck, I forgot. Here's the thing. With this one, for Arimura, it gives you, to get the bad ending, you can just trigger all the delusions negative, okay? The Dark Sky end, which is required in order to get the true ending, so that's her quote-unquote positive one. It says to get the Dark Sky end, you just trigger all the delusions positive. Okay, easy enough. But it does make a note in here, this darker ending, so the Dark Sky end, is basically after Hinai Arimura bad end. And then they put in parentheses, I know. So, to me, it makes me think that we should do the bad ending for Arimura first. Because it's possible that if we do Arimura's end and then we go back and do the bad ending, it's like, it's not much different. Where, you know what I mean? Then it's like, what the fuck did we waste our time? But if we do the bad ending first, and then we go through, we get the good ending, quote unquote good ending, and then it kind of stems from the same place, but it continues. You know what I mean? I don't know. The way it's worded makes me feel like we should do the bad ending first. And the way the Steam guide is set up is, again, it's all the good endings, and then there's a block of here's how to get all the bad endings. Because you don't need to get the bad endings, and a lot of people don't. They're like, I don't want the bad endings. I just want to get the good endings because that's the main stuff, and the bad is just side pieces, right? And even this other guide that's not a Steam guide, it's just a regular random out there on the interwebs guide, says you don't need to get the bad endings. There's no point in doing them, really, but I want to because we always do that. So, but that does mean we're going to have to skip through the entire 6 chapters of the game. But I think we're gonna do that first. We gotta do the bad ending first. We don't have to, but I just feel like that's the right thing to do in this case because that's the way this guide is set up. So we're gonna do the delusions negative. And I had started to record this part and we skipped through and I started doing this delusion positive and I was like, fuck. Wait, we were gonna do the bad ending first. But what I've noticed is this one, because I was thinking, I was trying to figure it out. We didn't have, the delusion trigger wasn't on. It wasn't set to on during our first playthrough when we first started. So we didn't do a delusion for this. I was like, nothing works. I don't understand how to do this because it was set to off. So this one we didn't do a delusion. But I feel like because it stops here, I don't know if, we'll have to see when we get to the other ones. If we choose a delusion that we've already done, can we skip through it or do we have to play through it? But anyway, so right now, we were reading our thing in our book. Okay, so we just say, so let's say someone asked you out. What would you think if they said, I know this is extraordinarily selfish of me, but may I fall in love with you? Like, so now she's asking, okay, is that person younger than you? Okay. Just so we know where we are in the thing. You might not care, but I kind of remember where the fuck we are, so. Anyway. Huh? Oh, right, that's the wrong button. God damn it, I'm gonna do that all the time. Since they're being so polite. That's true, come to think of it. Why was it so polite anyway? Maybe they are. I mean, never mind that. What do you think? Because she asked if they were younger than us. Well, I think it's really polite, but nobody ever asked me out, so I don't know. Anything else? Like, oh, how romantic? Not really. That would depend on the person, right? What's going on here, cool cat? It would depend on the person asking the question. Of course it would. Okay. No, wait a second. Sarika just said it would depend on the person. Sarika and I have known each other for a long time. We'd been friends since we were little, and we still spend a lot of time with each other. Which means there's a good chance that she likes me. In other words, if I went for it, could I at least get a kiss? That's right. Cool Cat Press said the same thing. In the October 10th, 1999 edition, it was a special titled How to Silence a Woman by Kissing Her. This fall, women are waiting for your kiss. Share an unbalanced kiss and fall in love. Do whatever it takes to trick her into kissing you. Who dares? He who dares wins. Man, Cool Cat Press is like creepy, rapey press. Like, it's just don't do any of this. Do whatever it takes to trick her into kissing you. That's why this is the negative one. Oh, no, wait. Just for a bit. Just for a bit, okay? Huh? Just for a bit what? I grabbed a confused Sarika and forced her down on the bed. I mean, this is why it's negative. Yeah! Just for a bit. Really, just for a little bit. He who dares wins. And they say kisses are magic. If I kiss Sarika, maybe she'll fall in love with me. I wasn't sure I wanted Sarika to fall in love with me, but it really felt like I was just grabbing the first girl that was available, but I just really wanted to kiss someone, and it didn't matter who. Let me kiss you, Onoe. I felt a strong shock along my left cheek. My head shook. I was seeing stars. Taku, you're creepy! Her words stabbed like daggers into my heart. You know what's funnier? Since she can read minds and we know that now, she's like, she knows exactly what's going through her head, and she's like, no, you really are creepy. All the excitement I felt was washed away in an instant. No, Onoe, I can't believe you. You're disgusting. So what? You think since I'm nice enough to hang out with you, I'd be sure to let you kiss me? Hell no! I can't do her voice right now. I'm sorry, my voice is broken. Again. Ow! Don't kick me! I'm sorry! I don't care if you're sorry. What is your problem? You're so fucking creepy. Die! Kill yourself right now! Bite through your disgusting tongue and bleed to death, you piece of shit! You should never tell anyone to kill themselves. That's wrong, but... Oh, skip. Taku? Why are you pale and shaking all of a sudden? No reason. Forcing her to bed was basically a crime. Bad idea. Yeah. Forcing her to the bed. I'm not like your average teenager who's only thinking of the opposite sex. Are you sure? Because the beginning of this game, that's exactly what you were. If my simulation with Sarika went that badly, trying it with any other girl was sure to end with me in handcuffs. Anyway, Taku, give me 500 yen. Huh? For what? Hush money? Skipping isn't working right now. Wait. That was just a simulation. What are you talking about? 500 yen? Okay. I guess because like each, depending on the choice you make, it changes slightly, so that's why. Okay, so I'm glad it skips so fast. It's nauseating, so maybe don't look. So now in this guide, I'm just trying to read through it while I do this. Note, you can ignore the divergence. FRO, collapse tables in this page when skip mode is set to read only. The divergence table was used for reference only to show where to skip and stop at exactly which part. Okay, so we're on read only. Okay. So we should be fine. So we just do everything negative. Now, I wonder if we choose a delusion, it's always going to stop here. So we're going to end up reading these, but I wonder if we choose a delusion that we've already done, will it skip or do we have to read through them again? It doesn't matter. This was class 3-1. Ito's in my class. Most of the class was busy with the Ghetto Froggy Cafe we were doing for the festival. Some people were ignoring the fuss and studying. Some of the otaku were reading light novels. Do they really think that if they left the paper cover from the bookstore on it, we couldn't tell it was a light novel? They were just trying their best to stay out of the way. Most people were happily making Froggy decorations or putting on Froggy costumes and messing around. All the clubs had to participate in the festival, but so did all the classes. No one had told me, but evidently several months ago we decided to do a Froggy-themed cafe. I think, because I was originally thinking maybe we'll just skip through and get to the delusion, but at the same time, if we're once we've gone through once we've gone through all of Artemura's route, it'll kind of be okay to, I think when we get to maybe chapter 6 or something, we can save, because we'll have already done all the positive, all the negative. We don't have to do this multiple times, or we'll just skip through it then. But now it's kind of a refresher of, like, what the fuck is leading up to the delusion we're having, so. You dummy! Froggy has a girl's voice. Well, sure, but it's just a culture festival. We're allowed to change it. That's wrong. Huh? Ito tilted his head in confusion. Maybe in this route you don't try to kill anyone. Because you were a friend, and I'm sorry for you. I just want to see, because this is the one where, okay, we can skip it, because we did play that. We did this negative one where the Froggies come out and try to kill us. Cool. I'm glad we can skip the ones that we've already done. This way we don't spend too much time doing the same things over and over, so. Wow, another one? A female student was looking in. She must have been in a hurry because she was a little out of breath. She brushed her long hair out of her eyes and was about to come inside. No, what's up? Oh, Empress, perfect timing. The whole class started to talk to her. Hold on. She was about to say something when her foot caught on one of the cables running across the room. And she suddenly tripped. I don't know if we did this one positive or negative before. I don't think we did negative. Watch out! I moved quickly. She staggered forward, but I reached out my hand to keep her from falling. All right, no, we did the positive one because then we grabbed her boobs, right? For some reason, I felt a powerful impact on the top of my skull as I slammed into the ground. My vision went black. I was about to pass out. What the heck just happened? Allow me to explain. When the Empress lost her balance, for some reason she decided to rein in by jumping, or regain it by jumping. The momentum caused her body to twist in the air. As a result, she landed a perfect flying roundhouse kick to Miyashiro's head. Miyashiro loses the bout by TKO. Given that was just one possibility, I probably shouldn't do anything. Oh my god, hey. Takeru, you're being a dick. Kawahara, you're also a fucking dick. Oh, dear God, I'm going to get angry. Miyashiro, you again. What did you do this time? I don't remember his voice exactly. Kawahara cut her off. I didn't know his first name. He was in the same class as Ito and I, and he was the vice president of the student council. I like that. He was in our class. I have no idea who the fuck this kid is. No, you don't need to tell me. You were pretending to be a reporter again, right? Or was it a detective? I knew why he was giving me a hard time. Oh, this is the one where we fantasize we kill him, right? He didn't like the fact that Karusu was spending time with me, because he loves her. It's not, What? It's not any of your business, I think. It is my business. When you take up Karusu's time, you cause trouble for me and the rest of the student council. I can't quite get his voice, but it doesn't really matter. It's not that important, is it? Yep, this is where we, like, try to kick his ass. What? What happened? Is Birdie's outside or something scare you? You're fine. Oh my god, I can't believe you fucking fantasized about kicking his ass. That would never happen. He would totally kick your ass. Give me a break. Alright, and we did this one positive, because then that was the girl makeout session. There's a lot of these in the very beginning. Still, I'd only gotten a glimpse. It was entirely possible I'd been mistaken. If I burn the image into my brain now, maybe the next time something like this happened, I'd be able to react more quickly. So I prayed for more good luck. If it ever did happen again, I swore I would react as a right-sider should. A right-sider wouldn't panic over something as insignificant as seeing a girl's underwear. In a situation like that, it was critical you stay calm. I like how we said in the trailer, we're not like typical guys, we don't only just think of girls, and yet that's all we've been doing. And then a miracle occurred. A sudden wind blew through Yeah! I can't scream right now. I'm sorry, my voice is broken. Caduceus' hair was blown violently by the wind. But that was all. This time, she held down the pleats of her skirt to keep it from flying up. Instead, the papers scattered on the desks and shelves were lifted up and blown about the room. Hey, somebody shut the window! Ito and I mumbled complaints as we picked up the fallen papers. What's this? Caruso picked up one of the papers on the ground. When I saw what it was, I froze. I could feel the color drain from my face. It was a color printout I'd made from a scanned page of Cool Cat Press. I'd printed it out but forgotten to take it back with me. Naughty ways to seduce any woman? Don't read it! Use these tips to bring any woman to your bed? Miyashiro, don't look at me that way! Takeru, is this yours? If it is, then I have a question. Who exactly were you planning on bringing to your bed? Answer me. I feel like when she gets angry, it's more like, answer me! My life was over. I fell to the ground without answering her question, my heart filled with despair. Proof we're in a Danganronpa game. Just imagining that situation was enough to give me goosebumps. The thought of it happening for real made my blood run cold. I shouldn't hope for things. One glimpse of the white goddess was enough. The white oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, this is a new one. I don't think we had this one right away. An online game addict had the best computer skills of anyone in the club. Whenever she was around, it was her job to run searches and organize the information on the PC, but... Kazuki. Oh, Kazuki, we don't need you for this. I don't consider this part of our club activities. Kazuki gave us a questioning look. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kazuki just said, like she always did, and walked away. Oh, fuck! I forgot we were supposed to do a delusion right there. Oh, son of a bitch. We're gonna have to go, because we can't go back. Fuck. Guys. I'm gonna have to go back and skip through everything all over again to get back to that point. I'll be back in a minute. Son of a bitch! I forgot to click the delusion. I was too busy reading it. Oh my god. Hold on, I'll be back in a second. I forgot. I was about to go back. Like, I stopped it because I'm like, we're gonna have to go back, start this over, and then I went, wait. Doesn't it quick save every... Yes, it does. It quick saves every single time we get to this point. So I just loaded the quick save. Thank fucking God. So here we go. So we already did the online game addict whenever she was around. Kazuki, we don't need you for this. Okay, so we already read all this. Kazuki just said, like she always did and walked away. Okay. Whoo! Nelly. Kazuki, does your hand look even worse than it did a moment ago? Kurusu's voice was filled with panic. Takeru, look at Kazuki's hand. What? I'm so fucking glad. Worried, I looked back toward Kazuki. She was clutching her right arm with a pained expression. An eerie, dark miasma was seeping out of it. Impossible. We sealed it away! The dark power is out of control. Has she awakened? Kurusu looked at me, suddenly uncertain. I know it sounds like bad acting, but it's supposed to be the way. This is way too soon. The seal was supposed to last another 10 years. She's just too powerful for the seal to contain her then. Or perhaps something is approaching the city that's awakened her power. This isn't a good time to talk. We're in big trouble. I love that we just all of a sudden this crazy sci-fi fucking fantasy. Ito, Kurusu, we have to do the ceremony by ourselves. Like, I feel like she's like Frankenstein. Huh? Oh crap! We were too slow to notice. The seal was about to break. An overwhelming torrent of darkness burst forth from Kazuki's body and streaked towards me. It was cold, like absolute zero, and I felt my mind slowly fading away. Our delusions are fun sometimes. That's the kind of stupid stuff a third grader might think about during class. But I was old enough that it was just embarrassing. We say that, but you just had that fantasy and you're like, that was cool. So fucking funny. Oh, I might have to get the guide out for when we have to do the little... Maybe it won't make me do the thingamajiggies. That's a delusion trigger. That's divergent. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. This is just the normal stuff. I don't think we have to make any choices here, but we'll have to go back to the earlier guide if we have to do them again, but... I'm just so glad it quick saves. Because holy shit, I was like, fuck. I did. I actually stopped. I mean, like you saw, I stopped the recording and then I was like, okay, I'm going to have to go. Wait. Don't we quick save? Hold on. Phew. So that's lovely. Okay. I just got to remember to like... Okay, you can save when... Okay, you can skip when you get to that point. So you don't have to read all the trigger stuff. Okay, because it's like... Let's just get through everything. Like, okay, so we know... Okay. So it won't be that bad. It's just a lot of skipping to get through. And so we'll only see a couple of the delusion triggers here and there. But I feel like... I don't know when we get to chapter... Does it tell you when you're in the chapter? I don't think we know when we're in different chapters. I don't quite remember. But... Yeah, because these are delusion triggers, and they say... Like this one, 111. But I think those are... The... Trigger all delusions negative. But the ones that you choose all positive ones for, and like, so I don't know, do we have to do them? Is it just her route that makes a difference? Or is it like, does this make a difference? Well, I mean, actually it does because, well, no, it doesn't. Because it wouldn't have mattered if we had chosen them all negative. We still would have gotten the common route because you couldn't possibly do anything other than the common route the first time around. That's why the delusion trigger was off, so. Okay. Yeah, so that's right. Okay, we did do this one negative because she came in and killed us. Okay. So. It does skip fast, which is nice. I almost wish you could skip to the next delusion trigger instead of having to skip through this. Just because this kind of hurts my eyes, so... I would advise you not to look if you're trying to watch this, because I think I'm going to get motion sick, or my brain's going to hurt, but I have nowhere to look, so... My God. Oh, good lord. And I do wish that we didn't have to, like, you know what I mean? Just because if we could skip to each delusion, it would be easier, and it would go a little faster, and you just wouldn't get, I wouldn't get as nauseous anyway. So let's see. And then some information I'd found before flashed across my mind. Of course, it was from Cool Cat Press. I'd read about it in a certain special they'd run. If you put eye drops into a beer, it'll make a girl feel aroused. Okay, this is the one where we, like, made her horny by drugging her the last time. Okay. At the time, I hadn't believed it. In another issue, they'd said the eye drops in cola would make a girl go to sleep. Adding eye drops into a drink would create unusual side effects. I'd heard a rumor that it was all just an urban legend, though. What would happen if you put eye drops into Kakonto? There was a stupid teenage girl who didn't even know what Kakonto was right in front of me. Should I try it? I prepared 2 cups like it was the most natural thing in the world and poured out the Kakonto I'd made. And then, being very careful not to let Sarika see me, I took the eye drops off the shelf. Now just add a few drops into this, and maybe it would be enough to arouse even Sarika. I tried adding a few drops. But wait a second. Cool Cat Press hadn't said anything about how much to use. So I had no idea how much it would take to get any effect. Felt like you'd need more than a few drops. Oh god, we're gonna kill her. Okay, I just have to add the whole bottle. Oh my god, we're gonna kill her! The problem was how to make sure that Sarika didn't see me. I'm gonna make yours now, so just sit there and wait. Really? Thanks! I've never had Kakonto before. Sarika did just what I told her. So easy. Well, I mean... While she sat on the sofa, I went around to where she couldn't see me and opened the lid on the eye drops, then poured the whole bottle in. Here you go. My heart felt like it was pounding fast. I tried to act normal as I handed her the cup. Ah, it smells terrible. Like medicine. Ah, shit. Well, Kanto is herbal medicine anyway. That's just how it smells. It's probably really good for you. Serica laughed. It was lucky for me that she was so stupid. Oh, okay, time to try it out. Here's the funniest part, because if we're having this fantasy in our head, right? But in the real world now, we know if we tried this on Serica, she'd be like, you put fucking eye drops in this, you asshole. The fuck? Because she knows how to read minds, so. Oh, I hit the wrong button. She put the cup to her lips with no hesitation. And then... she started coughing. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. I must have added the wrong amount. I'd have to tell her what I'd done later and apologize. Are you okay? I'm gonna actually start coughing in a second. Serica wouldn't stop coughing. Her body was twisting in pain. The cup fell to the floor and spilled the Kakanto everywhere. You're so hot. Oh no, hey! Cough, cough, cough. Okay, I can't keep coughing because then I'm actually gonna cough. This wasn't normal. What's wrong? And then, all too suddenly, she coughed up blood. The red liquid stained the sofa, the floor, and me. What the hell? Was I not supposed to mix Kakanto and eye drops? Did I accidentally make something poisonous? Oh no, hey! I tried to pat her back when her eyes suddenly rolled up into her head. She started to spasm and shake. All I could do was watch in shock. Soon she lay down on the bed, face up, and stopped moving. Blood was still dripping from the side of her mouth. Oh no, eh? She wasn't breathing. You're kidding me. You're dead? Tell me it's not true. Huh? What's not true? Huh? Serica was looking at me, head tilted in surprise. There was no blood or drool dripping from her mouth, and her eyes weren't rolled into the back of her head. Tell you what's not true. Oh, no, nothing. Are you lying to me about something? That's not it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Serica just did what I told her. I mean, yeah. I couldn't tell if she was obedient or just didn't care. Kind of obedient. But for now, I was saved. I took a drink from the cup of Kakanto in my hands. It didn't taste like medicine. I hadn't been able to find any eye drops on the shelf, so I'd just given it to her normally. It was wrong to think about experimenting on a friend. Yeah. Anyway, Gen's such a nice guy. I like him. Fucking almost killed her. That's pretty funny. Hey, good old Gen buying your porny magazine so you can pick up girlies. Doesn't work though. They just think you're a pervert. Oh god. Alright. Negative delusion. Carusi loves sweets. This is okay, so we've already done this one. Oh yeah, okay. Alright. Doesn't she kick her ass because she knows, like... He's like, you're trying to buy me off, you fucking asshole. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back up because I'm not sure what the fuck we were doing. Mapping trigger. Are we still in chapter 1, I guess? We still are. So here's... What are we picking? Fuck. The picture of the body. That's this one, I guess. Okay, and then the second one is this one. Because it's going too fast for me to picture of the body from this. So 1-3 is this one. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, and then it's this. The Love Hotel. Okay, we're not there yet. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, the picture from the Love Hotel is this one. Wait. Yes. Well, yeah, that's, I think, the one that we're doing. And then I think the other one is... Then we put up the stickers. Okay. Then it's this one. I was like, I don't see any, like, blatantly white picture there. And then it's this guy. Okay. All right, cool. Yep. Okay, cool. Do, 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 do. All right. It's going to take a long time to even get to, because we're still in chapter 1, for fuck's sake. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is it'll be nicer when we don't, if we have to do anybody else is like positive or negative. Well, I think it's because this we have to do the delusion triggers positive or negative or something. I think we did hers negative in the first one anyway. Then we'll have it like, okay, at this point we can save and we know we can go here and all of the triggers were negative or all of them were positive or whatnot. But, or if we have to do the... Oh. Artemura sighed, annoyed. Right. I confess. Confess? No, wait. To murder? I was hunting old men. Huh? You know what I mean by hunting. I'll go find a guy in the street and tell him he gets on one go with me for 10,000 yen. And then when we get to the hotel, I tell him to take a shower first. And while he's in the shower, I invite all my friends in. Her friends? And then we tie up the naked old man and take a bunch of pictures, then steal all the cash in his wallet. He's doing something illegal, so he can't go to the police. It's the perfect crime. In other words, she had very scary friends. But last time the guy decided to fight back. We got pissed off. And we killed him. No one said a word. By the way, I know all your names and faces now, so when you're out late at night, be careful. My friends might come pay you a visit. I fucking love it. It was a possibility, wasn't it? I couldn't think of any other good reason for her to be in that hotel. But like I think other ones were, like I was saying, when you have to load a scene and do all the things wrong on a board or something, then at least that might be different. But we're still only in chapter 1. This can take a long time to skip. This is my only problem. I do wish there was an easier way to get into a good ending or a bad ending, because we have to do all the triggers positive or negative. It's not even like, okay, do all of them this way to get into her route, and then after that, that's when it matters. So, I mean, it is only 6 chapters, but we are in chapter fucking 1 still. Like, this is a long-ass chapter. I mean, we could be... Okay, I was like, come on, keep skipping. Okay, now we're in chapter 2. Cool. But it still sucks. It's gonna take us like 3 parts of skipping to get to her thing. Like, okay, so here's my problem. I would say, let me know if you want me to just skip through all this shit so you don't have to see the differences and cut out all the, like, just so, okay, we're gonna start her route. I've already done all the skipping and everything. You know what I mean? But the thing is, by the time you see this, I'll be done finishing the game, so it's kind of like... You know what I mean? To be fair, this'll probably be the only time we'll have to worry about doing this, because I'll have done all the positive, and then with Artemura's we'll do all the negative. Well, during the negatives now, and we'll do then all the positives. But anyway, hold on. Hey, wait a second. Ito suddenly became very upset. He slammed his hands down on the table and stood up. This isn't a ham sandwich. It's a tuna sandwich. Really? Fuck is wrong with you, bitch? I asked for a ham sandwich. That's strange. I was sure I bought you one. Go get me a new one, right now. What? Who cares? It's not that much difference between a ham sandwich and a tuna sandwich. Huh? The hell did you say, whore? You don't like tuna sandwiches? They're good. No one cares about your goddamn tuna sandwich. Today I feel like a ham sandwich. If it's that important to you, go get one yourself. I was nice enough to get you a sandwich, so there's no reason for you to get mad at me. Because you're the dumb woman who screwed it up. I like how Ito is like this fucking raging fucking sexist prick right now. What are we doing to our friend? Ito, calm down. It's just a sandwich. There's no need to get up so upset. It is not just a sandwich. I tried to move between them, and Ito struck me in the chest. He hit me hard enough to knock me to the ground. What was that for? Shut up, Miyashiro. No one cares about your dumbass. I never liked Onoe's attitude anyway. She always spends her time fussing over you and then making fun of me. I do not. What the hell is your problem? She kind of does, though. I mean, we know why now. God, you're stupid. Why don't you just slit your wrists and die? Wow, Sarika is really in with the telling people to kill themselves, isn't she? That's fucking... What did you say? Ito ran over to her. I thought he was going to hit her, but he didn't. He put both his hands around her neck and started to squeeze. If anyone's going to die, it's you, bitch. Go get me my motherfucking ham sandwich. Who the hell wants to eat a tuna sandwich? I will straight up fucking murder you if you don't give me that sandwich. Ito had totally lost control. He was staring at Sarika with bloodshot eyes. Come on, stop it! Why are you fighting over a ham sandwich anyway? You'll end up killing Onoe if you keep that up. Sarika moaned in pain. She was flailing her arms and legs, trying to escape his grasp, but he was a lot stronger than she was. Drool oozed out of the sides of her lips. Stop it, Ito! I said shut up! Try and stop me and I'll kill you too! It's kind of topical considering the fact that we know what we know now. You know what I mean? It's interesting that our mind went there like, wow, Ito's a psychopath, he's gonna kill people. Huh, that's a weird fantasy to have, and yet, he kind of does that, so. And suddenly her body started to spasm. Her eyes rolled up into her head and her body went limp. It's amazing that we have all these fantasies of killing Sarika. I'm just saying. She's dead. Ito let go and she fell to the floor like a puppet with its strings cut. You're kidding me. She's dead. Onoe's dead. That's what you get for messing with my ham sandwich. That's what you get. Wow. Food can be scary. You say something, Miyashiro? Oh, no. Ito cocked his head at me a little as he ate his ham sandwich. Is that a ham sandwich? I'm not giving you any. That's fine. I don't want to start any fights. Huh? As for Sarika, she was pestering Kazuki as she played her game. Come on, tell me, Hana. Who are you talking to? Tell me, tell me. She was certainly relaxed. But in the real world, danger could strike at any minute. Me, Sarika, and Ito could die at any time, for any reason. Yeah? Why was I thinking about something so gloomy while the sun was still out? Was I tired? Hey, Onoe, Ito said to Sarika. For some reason, that was enough to startle me. Where's the vice president? Oh! Sarika froze. Okay. I was like, are we ever gonna get past this? Okay. The video that was uploaded, it's this one. And then it's this, the karaoke thing. And then it's this one. And then it's this. And then it's this one. Okay. We'll have to stop when we get into we'll save at chapter 6. This way, at least, if the other ones are like, there you go. I don't know. You know what I mean? I wish it would tell you, save at chapter whatever for this particular route. Save at whatever for this particular thing. Oh, damn it. So, I'm gonna, while this is skipping and I know what we're kind of doing, I'm gonna see. Oh, okay. Oh, we did a positive one with this one before, didn't we? Damn it. I think. Yeah, I think we did. Oh, no, we did do a negative. Oh, right, because we did the negative and they were having a sexual affair. Okay, so Hana's route will be after chapter 6. We have to get all the mapping triggers wrong. And then we get mapping triggers for her route. So it starts in chapter 6. But how do we get that? You know what I mean? How do we get her route, though? Because it says Hana's route starts after chapter 6, like Hanae's route. There isn't any delusion trigger in Hana's route, but instead required mapping trigger. So how do you know? To get her bad end, you get the trigger wrong. Deep Sky End required mapping trigger. It must be in chapter 6 or something. But I'm looking at this. It says PC1, which is the 2, 3. I don't know. And then Yamazoe, I don't know. Some of them, this one doesn't really tell you, like, how to get into these routes. You know what I mean? So, like, this one is easy. To get the bad end, you trigger all the delusions negative. Okay. I don't know if... Ugh. I still felt sick. I skipped past the thumbnail. Okay, I don't like it either. She skipped past the image of the sumo sticker and started to scroll through the comments. Don't rip off Watabe. No, this one was really uploaded first. We're the victims of the mainstream media. Watabe's a lying hack who just tells people what they want to hear. Makes me sick to see all his fans showing up. Watabe's fans and his haters are going at it and ignoring what's in the video. And there are more fans than haters. The haters are getting their butts kicked. There's a huge difference in the number of comments. I don't know if there are just more fans of his watching the video or if a few of them are just typing out a lot of comments. How many real fans does Watabe have? He's on TV. It has to be a lot. Wait a second. We're going to be okay, right? Why? Well, I mean, our accident is Hekio Academy Newspaper Club, our account, sorry, in the name, right? What if his fans come after us? Come on, there's no way. You sure? It's got 100,000 views. I'm not saying that 100,000 people watched it, but at least 10,000 people had to have done so. A lot of them came from Watabe's article, and a lot of those are probably his fans. There's no guarantee that some of them aren't crazy. They might do whatever it takes to get rid of us if they think we made them look bad. You're overthinking stuff. You're being paranoid. I hope so. I'm kind of scared, though. Feels like someone stared at me 100,000 times. It feels weird and creepy. I can kind of understand what you're saying, but still, you're overthinking this. Yeah, you're right. Ito forced himself to smile. I guess I'm just a little scared since we got 100,000 views. Hey! Sarika cut us off. Is it just me or is it kind of noisy outside? Huh? Ah, okay. Wait. The deep sky and I was just trying to figure this out while we were doing I listened carefully, sorry. Felt like I could hear shouting outside the window, maybe. Ito tilted his head in confusion as he opened the window. And then... Hekio Academy Newspaper Club, come out! You little brats who dared to criticize Watabe need to get out here now! Using a hidden camera is a crime! Arrest the Hekio Academy Newspaper Club! The Hekio Academy Newspaper Club should get on their knees and beg for forgiveness! The Hekio Academy Newspaper Club must taste our fists of justice! A large crowd was gathered outside in front of the gates. They were screaming our names. Oh no, there's over 100 people out there. Ito quickly crouched down and got away from the window. And they got signs. One of them said, "Kill the newspaper club." You're kidding me. Why would they come after us like this? We didn't do anything wrong. Hey, what do we do, Miyashiro? What do we do? Both Sarika and Kazuki were staring at me nervously. I don't know. If we go out there, they're going to beat the crap out of us. Why is this happening? I don't know. It's Watabe. They must be Watabe's fans. Maybe Watabe himself sent them after us. Sent them after us? What? He might have sent them to kill us. Don't yell. Let's just run away. Crowd psychology is a scary thing. Even a normally calm person could go crazy the minute they join a crowd. This is a long-ass delusion, can I just tell you? There's no chance we can talk to them reasonably. They're gonna kill us, so we need to run. Bring out Takuto Miyashiro! crowd outside yelled my name. I felt my blood run cold when I'd heard it. Shinji Ito, Nuno Kurusu, Sarako Inoue, Hana Kazuki, coming out, you criminals! It wasn't just me. They knew the names of the entire newspaper club. Oh, how? How do they know our names? What's going on? Is this the price we pay for getting 100,000 views? God damn it. Saraka, Ito, and Kazuki were all starting to panic. To be honest, so was I. I had no idea having this many people scream my name was so scary. Over 100 people were in front of the gates, and they all knew about us, and they all hated us, and they were ready to hurt us. Sorry. No normal person would ever be the object of so much hatred. Hey, this is really bad. Ito had fearfully taken a peek out the window again. His voice was almost a scream. And they made it inside! Huh? I went to the window, too. I looked down and saw that the protesters were ignoring the teachers and storming into the school. They were screaming, "Find the newspaper club and make them pay." It was now a complete riot. Any semblance of order was gone. There was no stopping them now. Call the police! There's no time. We need to do something. I ran over to the door and locked it. What are you doing? We have to stay hidden in here. If they find us, we're doomed. But they're looking for the newspaper club. The first thing they'll do is come here. That's true. It was no good. I lost the ability to make calm, rational judgments. And there was no way we could escape now. If they knew our names, we should assume they knew our faces, too. There was no way we could escape from that many people. What do we do? I can't scream, sorry. There was a loud pounding at the door. And they're here already! I could tell that there were several people right outside the door. They were yelling, "Come out, and we know you're in there." They know. They know we're inside. Taku, they're gonna kick the door down. Miyashiro, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I was yawning. I don't know why I started to try to talk while I was yawning, sorry. Miyashiro, what do we do? There's nowhere to run. This was the 5th floor. We couldn't escape via the windows. The only exit was the door, and they were waiting for us outside. We had nowhere to go. Did I make a mistake? Should we have run earlier? Hey, Miyashiro! I don't know, don't ask me! The frustration gnawed at me. I couldn't calm down at all. All I could do was regret ever having uploaded the video. But at the same time, I told myself that it was too late for regrets now. But then what could I do? There was no way to escape. I couldn't come up with anything. We just had to stay here and wait for the storm to pass. So I just kept staring at the door and praying that they wouldn't kick it down. And then my phone rang. I glanced down at it, annoyed, and saw it was from Kurusu. Maybe she could save us. I quickly answered the phone. Hello? Takeru, save me! Kurusu, what do you mean? I had a bad feeling about this. My hopes were dashed in an instant. And then I felt something like despair rising up from within my chest. Where are you right now? The gym storage shed. There were all these people chasing me. I locked myself in. Who are these people? Tell me, who are they? Get out of there now. They're after us. I can't. They've got the whole outside surrounded. They're pounding on the door. No way. Hey, Takeru, save me. Save me. I'm scared. It's not exactly her voice, but like... Why aren't you saying something? Say something! Come save me! They're going to kill me! Help me, Takeru! Damn it! It bit down hard on my lip. I was in the exact same situation. If we went outside, they'd kill us too. Kurusu, get out of there, please! Get out of there! Oh no, the door! They're forcing it open! Takeru, hurry, I'm scared! They're gonna kill... Yeah! Kurusu! No, stop it! Stay away! No! Takeru, save me! Taku! Kurusu! Kurusu! This is a long fucking delusion. Ah! Oh no. How could this happen? It was so awful! How could something so insane happen? If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to Kurusu. I should have just deleted that video. I never should have uploaded it. Ah! Ah, okay. I was like, that has to be the end of our delusion. Of course, that never actually happened, and Hekio Academy was as calm as ever. I tried imagining the worst case scenario, and it didn't seem realistic at all. Curtis was worried over nothing. There were tons of videos on the internet with over 100,000 views. A lot of them had over 1 million. The internet just didn't have as much influence on the real world as we thought it did. But as I looked at the comments, I realized that there was in fact a small-scale war going on between Watabe's fans and his haters. Can we start skipping again? Oh no, wait, ignore the useless debate and grep for sticker. Grep for sticker? Okay. Serica scrolled through each of the comments, checking them in turn. We've already read some of this, so I'm not seeing anything useful. One guy was calling it a fatso sticker. Another was saying sumo sticker was is my waifu. Okay, there we go. Because I'm just trying to read the shit so I know when to save. So, like, for this one, okay, the route begins after the end of chapter 6. For Kazuki, positive additional delusions, except for the one in chapter 3. The route will begin at the end of chapter 6. Oh my god, this fucking sucks. We're just going to be doing so much fucking... 90% of this is going to be skipping, which sucks because I just don't want to skip this much. But, I mean... Yeah, all negative except for delusions that occur after you leave the hospital in chapter 5. So it's kind of like you just have to know where there's no way to possibly like save this and do it right. You know what I mean? Like it's like we're doing all the negative ones and then like Kazuki's you have to do for her good route anyway. Honestly, I kind of just want to be like, we're done. We're not going to do any of the other endings. I don't care. Because it's like, it's so fucking complicated. It's so much because we got to skip through all of the fucking games. 6 fucking chapters, which it's almost been like a fucking hour and we're in chapter fucking 2 still. And then with Kazuki, we have to all well, we'll do all the positives for Hanai, so sure. Except for the one in chapter 3 where you're alone preparing for the culture festival. Then you go to the end of chapter 6. So we have to do all positive, and then chapter 3 we do 1 negative, and then and it's like, fuck. So you have to know exactly which one to save at, and you don't know, so we're gonna have to skip all of them until we get to that one, and then it's like, okay, this is the one that we do negative, and it's like, and then we still have to skip through the whole thing into the end of chapter 6, so it's not even like, okay, I can just do this one. I mean, technically, if we remember, well, but the weird thing is like, to get her bad ending, we get the mapping triggers wrong. Okay, so for Kazuki, to get into her route, you do the positive. You can start going the positive. To get the good ending, we correctly place all the pins. To get the bad ending, we do the pins all wrong. Okay, fine. That one's easy enough. All negative delusions, except for the one that occurs after you leave the hospital in chapter 5, we have to do positive in that one. But then it's like, what one? Like, what the fuck? Like, give me a little more clues, you know? And this is after the end of chapter 8, so we've got to save all negative except for the one after the hospital in chapter 5. So when we do Kazuki... we're going to have to do this every single time I'm doing this. We're almost on our... I don't know, because I had to stop and do the other thing, right? But... So when we're doing Artemura's positive ones, we have to stop when we're... It's in this chapter somewhere where we're with Artemura. So we'll do that one then. Dream Sky, we need to all negative. So where we are, what we're doing now... Fine, I'll help you. Guess I don't have a choice. No way. Did Kazuki grin? That was something you almost never saw. So where are we going? I faintly hoped that something incredible was about to happen. No, it's negative, buddy. She took me up to the roof of the school. What was she going to do here? Huh? Right, she's got her Irish accent. Okay. Kazuki laughed? Wait, what was with that laugh? What's wrong, Kazuki? My name's not Kazuki. Her voice sounded like the filters they used to disguise someone's voice when they were on TV. Oh, now we have robot voice. We are aliens. Okay, Kazuki's just gonna have voices all. If we have to do her real voice ever, she's gonna have the weird Irish accent. It's gonna be terrible. But in this case, because she sounds, we're gonna make her sound like a robot. So fun with this. What? Because it said it's like a weird voice changey thing. Wait, Kazuki was the only one here. Of course, it'd be rude to point that out. I tried to figure out what was the most likely explanation was for Kazuki's sudden change. This is other one. The positive one was where she was like fucking Princess Leia. We were fucking playing Star Wars up here. Are they doing a play? Maybe it was practice for a play. What if her class was doing a play with aliens in it? And so she'd come here to me to help for practice because I was in her club. Maybe I should play along then. We are about to summon a UFO. A UFO? Wait, did she just call it a UFO? How did that work? UFO means unidentified flying object. It was her own ship, but she hadn't bothered to identify it? Do not think you can escape. The club. We are going to kidnap you and cattle mutilate you. Wait, is this an alien abduction thing? Kazuki tilted her head a little and walked up to me expressionlessly. Expressionlessly. Yeah, no, that's right. Cattle mutilation! The next thing I knew, Kazuki's finger had transformed into a sharp blade, which she rammed into my chest. It was unreal, like something from a comic book. But the pain that flooded my body via my nervous system told me that this was, in fact, really happening. I tried to run, but it was too late. We will suck out all of your blood. For some reason, the pain was gone. It actually felt sort of good. I started to pass out. I looked down at my hand and saw that my veins had turned black and purple and were poking out of my skin. Your blood is mixing with my own inside my body. It's so delicious. So delicious. More. More. Is that a sucking noise like a straw? Gross. What was the sensation? It felt so good. It was like falling asleep inside a warm futon when you were very tired. My whole body felt tired, but it was a good tired. I closed my eyes, hoping that this feeling would last forever. Little by little, I stopped being able to feel my body. And at the same time, I felt free, as if I was floating through the sky. Good night. And then I passed out. Did a part of me think that Kazuki was an alien? That surprised even me. Come to think of it, why were there lots of reports of alien abduction in America and almost none in Japan? 'Cause aliens really like fucking farms and cornfields and shit. Do you have a lot of cornfields? I don't know. Do you? But they like leaving crop circles. Do you have a lot of places where I mean, maybe just the, you know, crop fields that you have just aren't conducive to leaving crop circles. Shut up, okay? Is it some kind of cultural difference? Yeah, we're fucking crazy. Maybe aliens played the same role in American culture that traditional Japanese monsters and ghosts, like yokai, played in ours. I feel like they should give a lecture. I feel like I should give a lecture to someone about this. As I considered this, I arrived at the courtyard. That was actually good. Okay, I'm trying to see something. Okay. Oh, we did this one already, right? Oh, yeah, we did this. This is the one where we did negative. Yeah, okay, we did this one. And she's like whispering to us. Okay, so in the dream sky, all negative except for the delusion that occurs after you leave the hospital in chapter 5. Okay, so we'll need to save there for that ending while we're doing this one. Positive while at the house and positive again at the cat. Wait. This is really stupid. This one doesn't help at all. This is the one where we do negative when we're in Kazuki, when we have to do the Positive additional delusion, except for the one in chapter 3 where you're alone with Hanai. This will begin. Okay. But that's when we're doing the positive Hanai ones we would save here. Okay, that makes sense. But the Dream Sky and another sky, Dream Sky, you'll need to select all negative, okay, which we're doing, except for the delusion that occurs after you leave the hospital in chapter 5. You choose positive at this one. Okay. Then that route begins after the end of chapter 8. Choose positive on the delusion that appears before the route's title card is shown. How am I supposed to know which fucking one that is? Before the title card's shown. Well, if it's the one before, how do I fucking know which one that is? Dumbest fucking comment in a guide ever. How fucking stupid can you fucking be? How are we supposed to know what that one is? Anyway, doesn't make a difference. Dream Sky, you'll need to choose positive while at the house, and positive again at the delusion in the cafe. Begin by completing the Dream Sky end requisites. This time choose negative, and okay, that's different. Select all the positive as well as any additional you see, with 2 exceptions in chapter 3. Okay, so again, we need to save Alone with Hanai in the Culture Festival, and then when you're sleeping in the club room before the Culture Festival. Okay, so again, I'm just trying to figure out if there is a point in the negative ones where we say we need to save because we've been doing them negative. True end is available. Okay, so I don't think we just have to worry about chapter 5. So, bad end. Oh, because Yamazoe is another sky and Dream Sky. Okay, those are her endings. So we'll figure that one out afterward. But we do have to save after we leave the hospital in chapter 5. And then, so Yamazoe's are going to be all kind of fucked up. I think we're going to have to figure that one out. We're going to have to know. You know what I mean? As we're playing, we'll have to keep the guide up and do that. But that's fine. But so we just need to know when we leave the hospital in chapter 5, we'll make a save so that we can at least start from there when we come back here. And I'm just trying to organize my thoughts on how the fuck to do all these goddamn fucking endings because so we don't have to skip through 7,000 we're going to skip through several hours just to get Artemura's bad ending. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have to do that so much with every single one, so... But everything else is usually positive, so during the positive one for Artemura, we'll be able to do it. It'll be a little bit easier. You know what I mean? We'll still have to skip a lot, but it won't be as bad. So, I don't think we did a negative one this time. I think we're over time, but let's just do this one and then we'll stop and then whatever. You know what? Actually, no. I'll read this one in the next part because we definitely are over time and the skipping is not as fun where you want to be like, yeah, we want to be here for 2 hours. You don't. So I'm going to stop here. We'll continue skipping. I'm sorry that we're doing it this way, but it's kind of the only way we can really do it. Aside from me doing all the skipping and starting where we need to start. But then you don't get to see the other options. And I think the worst is going to be this one. Because right now we're doing all the negative. We're going to be skipping for several hours. Then we're going to do skipping through the positive, skipping for a while. But we've seen a lot of the positive and the negative. So, and I'll save in strategic places where we need to for, say, the other endings. So there won't be as much skipping in those. So it might be a little bit easier. But this should be the only time we really have to spend as much time skipping is going to be in Artemura's. Because we're going to have to start over and skip all positive. So we're going to have the same amount of fucking skipping. So there's going to be like 6 hours of skipping in her fucking route. So that's not fun, but anyway. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.